And man, if there's ever a generation that has lost the ability to truly love, it's this one right here.
I wanna swim through the water so deep. Oh God, I need to sweat. And when we dance, I want to be a dance that we won't forget. I got so
Welcome, viewers. A reminder that the world of darkness and its content is for mature audiences. Vampire the Masquerade contains some dark and potentially disturbing themes. If something isn't comfortable or triggering for you, you can always mute or leave or pause until you feel safe and comfortable enough to return. This game is recorded in advance so we can be in chat to discuss the game with you and answer any questions that you may have.
The city has gotten too crowded, and now there's only one way out. Follow the highway north, on past Barry, all the way to Sudbury, but stay on the lighted path. Never go beyond the Kine and their settlements, because out there, well, that's lupine territory, and they don't like us much. But whatever's in Sudbury, whatever's there, has pushed them out. And now, it's our turn. Not all darknesses are the same, and not all things frighten all people. You never know what's behind closed doors, or what secrets you may find. And who knows, if we're very lucky, the clouds may part and we'll see the stars. Coming this Saturday at 1 p.m. to Archives of the Dragon.
I am your amateur storyteller, Corey, aka Unconscious Celestial, and these are our wonderful players.
Hello, I am the Ivy Raven, and I play Emma, the Kaitif.
Hi, I'm Coyote Lewis, and I play Hannah of Clan Gangrel.
I'm Mickey Bear, and I play Lexi, the Toreador.
Hello, I'm Lanhi, and I play Lilith, the Toreador.
Hi, I'm Rain, and I play Thea, the Bruja.
And tonight we also have a special guest. You may know her as Silly Penguin Queen. I believe that's correct. We will drop some links in the chat, and they will appear at the appropriate time. And with that, this is Sudbury by night. A layer of fog blankets the city as the sun sinks below the horizon. The streets are eerie and quiet as you wake. Rouse checks, please.
I get hungrier.
I also get hungrier.
Yeah, I failed.
I'm
So I get
good
hungrier.
tonight.
Lexi gets hungrier and immediately makes a call to Brianna and Parker.
A phone call?
Yeah. Well, sends a text saying, "Hey, meet me here for drinks."
Okay. You immediately get a response back, both from Parker and Brianna around the same time. Enthusiastic responses, definitely.
Yeah, they're in a group chat, so it comes in as one text.
Okay. Just together. Bloop.
Yeah, I don't have time to freaking talk to them separately.
Okay. So you get the two bloop bloops.
Yeah, and I'm just like, fantastic. We will have some drinks, maybe carouse a little bit, and then I'll take you all out to do a little bit of bar hopping.
Brianna sends a heart, and Parker says, "Heck yes, just let us know when."
Now, motherfuckers.
Do you send them where to go?
Yeah, a place that is decidedly not my haven because,
Yes.
Mama didn't raise no fools. And when I meet up with them, I will proceed to get them very, very drunk and maybe a little bit of other recreational uh, enhancers. Don't do drugs, kids.
Okay. And with that, we will go to Emma.
So we're a couple days. How far removed are we from like the conversation that Emma had with Waverly?
It's for the weekend now.
Okay. So Emma is going to, since Emma's been staying with Waverly for the time being, just while she kind of makes sure that whatever. So she's going to actually see if Waverly is there on the premise. If she's not, she's going to send her a text message. So
Okay. Waverly is actually working tonight at the
okay.
sanatorium. We're sorry. So you're staying at your own haven, or
No. I've been staying at like Waverly's
With
Haven House
okay.
thing just
I was-
because I was
okay.
making sure that she didn't. I was pretty sure what I did worked, but I wanted to make sure via
Okay.
like waking up each night that she didn't, stake me in my sleep or something. So.
Okay. So Waverly has left.
Okay. Emma's just going to send her a text that just says, it's been a couple of days. I want your answer, but you don't need to text me an answer. Just let me know at some point, like tonight or tomorrow night or something.
Okay.
So.
Okay. You get a text back saying, she'd love to chat with you, maybe at the end of her shift.
Okay, that works. Emma is going to send a text out to the others and just say, the night is young and I have no specific plans. Is there anyone want to hang out or meet me somewhere?
Lexi will respond to that. Yeah, I got a couple of guests I'm showing around town tonight. If you want to tag along, you're more than welcome to.
Emma's not actually going to respond right away. She's going to look and see what other offers she gets first. So,
fuck you.
No. It's just,
I'm teasing.
Yeah,
I'm teasing.
she's got to see. She doesn't want to seem too eager.
Okay.
Lilith will respond after waking up and respond and look at the message and reply to a question with a question mark to Lexi's message, and then respond to him and be like, I have no plans, so if you want to hang out, I'm free.
Sorry, that's to Emma or to Lexi?
The second part's to Emma.
Okay. Hannah.
I will respond. Might be checking out the Pinnacle later if you wanted to join the bird. ...
Thea has a job now? Did that go through? Okay.
Yes. So I was gonna come back to that.
Okay.
But we can do that now. Thea, you had your interview and it went really well. I mean, as we know, Freddie is in Lexi's pocket. So the review was raving and you were able to get the job pretty quick. No hesitations.
That's not always in.
So I'll message that I've got to put a few hours in for work, but I'm able to meet up if there's something going on later on.
Okay.
So now that Emma's gotten responses, she's going to respond. She's going to say, Hannah, I'd love to check it out later. Lexi, if you don't mind to tag along for now, I might come hang out. So
More the merrier, dear.
just tell me when and where.
And I'll give her a location of the next pub we're hitting and
Okay.
time now.
Okay, well then Emma's going to drive that way then. So
Okay. Lilith, what are you deciding to do?
Just probably tag along with Lexi if that's okay, because Lilith doesn't have any plans. So
Okay. So
Yeah,
Lilith,
I'll send a mass text to everyone else saying we're doing some exploring tonight and going to once we are all together, I can explain my intent.
okay. And I will clarify that you all know that Noor is not in town right now. Noor has gone to Mississauga on a lead. You were all notified, so there's no hard feelings. They will be back when they'll be back. And with that, so Lilith, Lexi, Emma are all meeting up. Hannah, are you meeting them now or are you waiting until later?
Probably go grab a bite
Okay.
and then kind of do a circuit, like go check on the bar, the sanatorium, and then head towards them.
Okay. Nothing really is going on at the sanatorium. You notice that Waverly is back at work. But other than that, nothing really strange going on there. So I will now hand it off to Lexi, Emma, and Lilith.
Ladies, I would like to introduce you to Brianna and Parker.
Brianna enthusiastically waves.
They are looking at this lovely little burg as a possible location to go to university, and I am doing my best to sell them on the pleasant intricacies, or I should say, I'm sorry, the pleasant delicacies that this lovely little hamlet has to offer, namely me.
well, it's nice to meet both of you. Sorry, my name is Charlotte. I work for the one of the local bookstores, you could say. So we the town has more to offer than just booze and sex, but I'm sure Lexi will show that to you in due time.
What can I say, Charlotte? Sex sells. Sex sells.
Parker chuckles and Brianna just kind of glares at Charlotte a little bit.
And I look to Lilith and I say, "Would you like to introduce yourself to my friends?"
yes, sorry. My name is Lilith. It's nice to meet all of you. And Brianna, was it? Brianna. None of us are going to steal Lexi from you. You can have him. I saw that little glare. You can keep him. It's fine.
Brianna just is bashful and clearly shamed.
Turns about 12 different shades of red.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I like to see.
He's a work associate. I don't. You're good. You can
Yes, I don't mix business and pleasure. I do not do that. And here presently, we should be joined by someone else, but who knows when they will arrive. In the meantime, what would you two like to do? The town is yours.
Parker laughs and says, "Well, what's this other bar that you wanted to take us to?"
Well, it's down the road from the sanatorium, and it's more sort of a chill, mellow, sort of go with the flow atmosphere as opposed to the roadhouse that is a sanatorium. Um, and they got some fairly, I'm going to say, eclectic music tastes. Um, so if that's going to butter your biscuit, we can go there. Or down the road in the opposite direction, there's a punk bar we could try out. I mean, they've got something for all kinds here. So it's really up to you and what suits your fancy for the evening.
Brianna just looks to Parker, and Parker says the first one sounds awesome right about now. They're both kind of just starting to feel it,
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's go to the first one and have some mild or some mellow cocktails and relax for a little bit. If you guys wouldn't mind leading the way, I've got to talk to my compatriots here briefly.
Which, that way?
North.
No. Okay. And they both start walking that way a bit.
And once they're out of earshot, I will say, and here is where we test out the efficacy of the rack we set up.
So, what do you mean?
Ease of hunting, ease of procuring targets. Is there people filing out into the alleyways for hookups that your stray nos can latch onto? Is there plenty of diversity in the selections for your people that have more refined palates? You see where I'm going with that?
Yeah, okay, I understand what you're saying now. Sorry, I was just
this isn't the first rack I've had to establish, and I'm sure it won't be the last. Well, but
hope you don't mind. I didn't really feel like giving them my name.
Oh no, by all means. That's why I asked you to introduce yourselves, because I don't know what freaking masks you're running along with these nights.
Yeah. I was probably being paranoid the other night with your party, and so I do apologize about that. The accidental display I did before anybody showed up, thankfully. So,
hey, caution is fine, just so long as it's well placed. But I appreciate your candor. These two are what I'm eating tonight. If you guys want or need help feeding, let me know. We can get that sorted out most tick. After that, I mean, once bars close down, I really don't have anything else for them. I'm using them as sort of, how do I phrase this? Lab rats. So,
well, that's fine. I mean, I'm sure once the bars close, we can send them on their way. They'll have they want to keep their sleep schedules semi-regularly because they don't want to miss class because of it if they're students. So
or
can't always party.
Madam, that is a negative attitude, and I will not allow it. I'm kidding.
I was gonna say I don't know. Depends. I know Hannah is doing something, and
I haven't received word from Hannah at all, other than joining.
Tonight, Hannah is doing something apparently. So I said I would meet with them for that later. If hopefully I'm not sure when. So if the bars are not closed, you may see me make an early exit. So.
I can send those two off at any time if business needs to be taken care of. like I said, I'm using them as lab rats to test out the efficacy of the rack.
Okay.
So once Hannah gets here and lets us in on her needs, we can go about fulfilling them.
Sounds good. Emma's going to send a text to Hannah just to let her know that we are moving locations and where we are moving to, so that she knows. And I guess as good a time as any to follow them, so they aren't sitting there too long by themselves.
I imagine once they've gone off a fair enough distance, we've kind of meandered behind them as well.
Are we on foot? Sorry, I don't know how close we are to places. So in my head, I'm like,
that's up to the story. I mean, I assume we're on foot. So.
Yeah, I assume because you were bar hopping that you would just be around by foot right now.
Okay, that's fine. I was just checking.
Said the streets were foggy and whatnot, so I'm assuming that there aren't a whole lot of people out right now.
No, not right now. Not out on the street, anyhow.
And
the bar would be moderately busy.
Yeah, so we'll get to the bar. I'll order up some cocktails for them two, and a couple of beers for Lilith and Emma to be able to maintain the masquerade with, and a cocktail for myself. And then send a text to Thea, letting her know what we are doing in the interim while we're waiting for Hannah to get back to us.
I'm going to say that Thea probably has about half an hour left of work at this point. You're starting out slow, so a lot more paperwork and stuff right now, less street work.
Yeah. Okay. I'll send a message back saying I'll be around shortly.
Hannah, are we gonna assume that you'll probably get there around the same time as Thea, or?
I'd probably get there a little sooner.
Okay.
Not by much, though, probably.
Okay. So at the bar, Brianna has asked for a porn star, and Parker's choice of drink is just whatever's on tap. Something cold.
And yeah, we'll get them sorted. Excuse me. And I'll look at them and say, you two should go dance. I want to see what kind of moves y'all have.
And they get up and they go and dance.
Well, they were pretty amicable to that.
I have that effect on people. Do me a favor, ladies, and just keep an eye out on how people react to them.
Okay.
Positive reactions, negative reactions, what kind of negative reaction, because that will allow me to inform others as to how to comport themselves in this particular establishment.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So I was gonna say, do you want me to roll like a wits awareness so I can get a general like look of the room or whatever watching, or do you not want me to roll?
No, that you can roll. That's fine. Yep.
Can she take half and be successful?
I have 5 in total without rousing for wits awareness, so
Dang.
I don't.
Do you want me to roll as well?
I don't know if 2 is gonna get me what we need, so.
2 probably wouldn't get you what you need here. No.
Okay. I rolled 2, so.
Okay.
I rolled 3 successes.
Okay. Three's a little yeah. So watching Brianna and Parker, because the music playing is a lot more smooth, um, not as rock as you would be used to at the sanatorium. So they're just kind of gently swaying, and that's seems to be okay. The rest of the patrons are just kind of watching them. So dancing isn't quite normal here, it seems. But right now there's not it's not a problem, if that makes sense. But it's definitely kind of weird for here.
So I will turn to Lexi and go, this place seems not the type of bar that is for dancing. A lot of the patrons kind of just are kind of looking at them kind of confused, but they're not upset in any way. They're just kind of just like, why are they?
And Lexi is just sitting there with his drink in his hand and with his eyes closed and just listening and nodding. Yeah. But is anybody doing anything about it?
No, they're just watching them.
Good. All right. Well, guess we wait for Hannah to get here and Thea. Is there anything you need of me?
No, I don't think so. Not from my end. Sorry.
Yeah, we can just sit here and wait for Hannah and keep watching them, because I'm interested if people are gonna start dancing with them or continue to watch them. It's kind of fun watching.
Yes. Lexi is going to scan around the bar and try and spot somebody who is sufficiently sauced. I got
There's
4 successes to do so.
Okay, so there's definitely someone in a far corner, not alone. They have a couple friends with them, but definitely like, drink spilling a little bit and
I'm gonna go charisma persuasion.
Okay.
Try and catch their eye and kind of nod them towards the lav. Oh, that's 4 successes to kind of.
Okay, so they pull themselves away from the table and kind of just clumsily make their way to the back to the washrooms.
And after a appropriate amount of time, I will go in there as well and feed. I only need to feed. I only need to feed one.
Okay.
And yeah, they come back out exsanguinated, blissful, and
Definitely going back to the table, way more tired than they had left. So Emma, you're going to try something?
I'm
oh
really
god
debating.
no! Oh god no! Oh no no!
really debating on it.
Okay.
I mean,
I can give you time to think about it if you want.
No, it's okay. You know what? Yeah, screw it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Well, hold on.
What?
You're gonna do a ritual
Yeah.
in
And
the
it's
bar.
just gonna look like I'm just like tracing my finger in like the spear sweat on the table. That's all it's gonna look like. What, do you not want me to do this? Is this a bad idea?
That's up to you. That's your call. I'm gonna have to make you a couple rolls, but
I'm gonna warn you, that's not what.
It's fine. Emma's gonna be nice. She's not gonna do anything. So, but
Okay.
she is just kind of like
Thinking
rolling
about
her
it.
finger around in the sweat from the beer bottle because there's really nothing else to do with it. So
Okay.
every once in a while she does the fake like she up and yeah.
Dribbles down onto the table.
No.
Okay.
She's putting it up, but she's like not opening her mouth to like
Okay.
let beer
But it
into
looks
it, as
like-
it were. So it just
okay.
looks like she's taking a sip or whatever.
Okay. Around this time, Hannah, you probably walk in.
Yeah, I'll slip in to the seating wherever we're at while Lexi's gone. Why do you guys keep bar hopping? I got to the first bar, y'all moved. And I had to get here.
We're just following Lexi and his friends, the two that are dancing.
Where'd he meet these two? Wait, these are the two that I saw with him at the bar. Never mind. I shouldn't question where he meets people.
It's 100% for the purposes of the task that we were originally assigned, as it were, or the thing we were doing the favor, as it were, since some of us were already here. And no, we're just watching them and not them, we're watching the rest of the people in the bar. So
okay,
we're just trying to gauge how people react to things like dancing or whatever. So
we're doing a social experiment using two drunk kids.
Sort of, but it's work related, so it's not really. It's gonna be okay.
I guess. Something to do till later.
Yeah, I did you not get the text I sent you to let you know we moved bars, since you said we were following you? But
yeah, I got there, got the text, and then had to make my way here.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Old phone, very slow.
That's fine. I was just making sure. So, because I was gonna say I thought I hit send, but new phone, not so sure. So,
new phone, who dis?
Yeah.
Just clarifying, Hannah, you did receive a text message while you were on your way over that says that the owner of Pinnacle Hotel would be happy to see you this evening.
Cool. Thank you. I will arrive at the designated time.
Lilith, were you watching Brianna and Parker as Lexi went to the washroom?
Yes.
Okay. So you did notice that Parker, while still dancing with Brianna, watched Lexi as he went to the washroom, and when every now and then just kept glancing back to the washroom. Just like keeping tabs on where Lexi was.
I'm gonna look at Hannah and Emma and be like, the Parker guy was very interested in where Lexi was going. He practically almost broke his neck trying to watch where Lexi was going, and just keeps glancing over there every so often at the bathroom.
Can I come back to the table now?
Yeah.
I sit down as she says this and says, well, honey, if you hadn't asked like this, people would be breaking their necks to watch you leave too. I tease. You have a fantastic ass.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that it was probably the effects of Lexi himself, but then again, I don't know. They're just so amicable. But I'm also feeling kind of paranoid after our conversation the other night. So Lexi's got me all worried.
Yeah, I know exactly that sensation that you're talking about, and that's why I drink. Well, one of the myriad of reasons why I drink. Um, Hannah, darling, how are you doing this lovely evening?
Well, you keep moving around on the bars, and so I have to keep following you
I
more.
do apologize. We are doing a bit of stress testing, if you will. Um,
Yeah, with the excited little puppies. Yeah.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And you know, as for this establishment, I think I figured out what I need to figure out. There are a few more that I wouldn't mind hitting over the course of the next few nights, but that's a tomorrow night problem, not a tonight problem. Is there any problems tonight that we need to address?
Like I said, I'm free. I was going to try and accompany Hannah later for her little excursion if she'll have me, but
Yeah, I've got a meeting.
Oh, meetings are fun. Would you like company?
Storyteller, remind me, did the original like letter and stuff say just Emma and I? Or is this a situation where it's like I know that it's okay to bring others?
With the original letter, it was just for Emma and Hannah, but I think at this point you could probably bring whomever. Since it's
I
a
about
different
clicked
person.
on the wrong thing on my computer and shut off Zoom almost.
Oh,
I have a meeting. We have a meeting. We have a meeting with the owner of the Pinnacle.
hotel and spa.
Yeah.
Nice enough place.
What was that, Lexi?
So that's a nice enough place.
Yeah. Got something's up. Something on the radar. So
is this a follow-up to our little bird messenger that the other night, or it's been more than the other night, but
yeah, seems to be. I think they're connected somehow.
interesting.
Well, if you wish to leave now, we certainly can. Those two will go about their activities for the rest of the evening.
What time's the meeting?
Storyteller, what time's the meeting?
It depends. We can do that now if you want. It's around this time that Thea walks in, though.
Make my
Lexi
way over.
Yeah, Lexi will stand up and make a big show of Thea arriving, give her a little bee, and ask her to sit down, and generally just try to make it look like a group of friends are having a conversation to support the
While
masquerade.
he does these theatrics, I want to watch Parker and Brianna.
Okay,
see,
well,
like their reaction to
as he's greeting Thea, Brianna drags Parker back over because they haven't met you and they haven't met Thea.
How did the dance floor treat you two lovebirds? I'm not sure. You brother and sister? Did I just
Oh
make a
goodness,
faux pas?
no. Parker and I have been together for a while. Who's this?
Ladies, would you care to introduce yourselves?
Do they have any reaction to me?
Parker, yes. Brianna's just kind of like kind of, but more curious, less apprehensive, if that makes sense. Parker's definitely taken back by you. Like he's back a few toward
Okay.
like Lilith and the other side, kind of.
Okay.
I'm Thea. I didn't know we had such a group together tonight.
Yes, it's pub crawl night. You know, very rarely do I get a night off to enjoy the fine establishments that this town has to offer. So I figured I'd do it with a full crew. But Parker, Brienne, I'm afraid I must adjourn temporarily.
Brianna just looks totally disheartened. But I thought it's still early.
I will be back. What I want you to do is I want you to go to that punk club down the road that we talked about, and
Right.
just go there, have fun, take lots of selfies, and I'll sort of whisper in her ear, and for the love of God, make sure Parker grease up Parker some, because he just looks stiff as a board right now. Looks like somebody walked over his grave. I think maybe the first bar he had a few too many, so get him some water, some fresh air, maybe, who knows. Um, and yeah,
Brianna's just
but
nodding enthusiastically. Yeah, yes, of course, for sure.
but I'll text you when I'm done, and then we can go and have a bit more fun together. How's that
Promise?
sound? I promise.
Okay. Kind of looks back at Thea and Hannah a little bit more like you're the reason for this, like not necessarily angry, but just kind of like suspicious, kind of, and then grabs Parker and kind of goes off and leaves.
My eyes watch them go. She was a little too cavalier for normal around me.
I get the distinct impression that she is attracted to danger. She is very much the I want to go skydiving naked with a bottle of Jaeger in one hand and a shuriken in the other kind of gal.
Is that a thing? Like,
Oh, yes, of course it is.
why?
Because humanity is bored.
I mean, I guess it's their life to literally hurl out of a plane, so why not?
Mm-hmm. You had to know that once they mastered flight, that they would figure out how to, fuck that up. Jumping out of a perfectly good aircraft just seems completely counterintuitive to me, but to each their own.
Fair enough.
But yes, Hannah, send your message. See if it's okay if you can bring along friends, and we will beat out it.
I already know we can bring people, and as far as I know, it's fine. Just show up when we can.
Besides, Lexi, when were you the one to care when a group says bring certain people and everyone else shows up,
Well, you're absolutely right. I enhance wherever I go. So.
Yeah, that
Now
clearing was
even I can't say it with a straight face.
that clearing was definitely enhanced by your presence. So
Don't
Oh, I
remind
can't
me.
wait to go down into the mines. They will totally be enhanced by your presence.
I don't think it's his scene. I believe is what the kids say. Hopefully this meeting you've set up for us, Hannah, which excellent work, is not in the mines or anywhere else that is not necessarily to.
If it's in the mines, I need to go home and change.
I mean, as
I bought
far
no
as I
outfit for
know, it
this.
is in a nice hotel and spa.
Fantastic. I just want to make
So-
it clear, if we're going to the mines, I bought an outfit specifically for going to the mines.
Why'd you buy
Well-
something new? Go to a fucking thrift store and buy some clothes that you can trash.
Or
Or go naked.
seduce a minor and steal their clothes.
First off, if you think I'm going to buy off the rack, you are sorely mistaken. Second off, going into there naked, no, darling, no. Third, what was your seduce minor and take theirs?
Yeah.
No. Bespoke,
Well-
darling, bespoke.
Oh, so you have like gilt. It's gilded. It's very elegant with gold filigree and stuff, or thread, like a tapestry, but with a headlight.
Something like that, sure.
Okay. Well, hey, you're talking it up now. I want to see it. So you definitely are coming
You
to the
will when we
mines.
go to the mines. You will see it.
Perfect.
But I'm not going to buy off the rack, and I'm certainly not going to wear somebody else's clothes.
Well,
I can't wait to trip you into a puddle and into the mud and ruin it.
Oh no, darling. This outfit is designed to get messy.
It's a bespoke outfit to go into a mine.
Uh,
And you're just gonna just let it get dirty.
Of course.
oh, is that like it's like an art installation then, right? You're
Something like
enhancing
that.
the piece.
Something like that.
See, now
Speaking-
I'm just
Speaking of mines, Thea, you have been receiving messages from Mark frequently, reminding you.
So, speaking of the mines, when do we want to go down?
We can go down to night after our meeting.
Okay.
Are you gonna have enough time to run back and change outfits though, or do you need to do that on the way to our other meeting?
Or does it I've seen it before from some Toreadors, like the like tear apart like
I am a master
Velcro.
of the quick darling.
I do want to say, Lexi, you're great. I'm just having fun at your expense.
I know it's something that I'm used to dealing with anarchs and independents, and I take it on the chin like so many other things.
Well, at least you're taking it so graciously. Wait, yeah.
I think the joke just landed.
So, that's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. We're gonna go meet with it's fine. I'm actually excited because, yeah.
All right, let's go. And
As we're heading to this meeting, I'll message Mark asking if tonight works for him.
Okay. You immediately get a response back. He's been waiting for this moment. He just needs a few hours to go over everything with the person on duty, and you're in.
Sounds good.
So you all head out to the lovely Pinnacle Hotel and Spa. And I think before we go to the scene, we're going to go on break. and we will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. I hope that you all got something to drink, and now we are on to the scene. So you all arrive at Pinnacle Hotel. It's a medium-sized hotel, still pretty luxe. It's a 4-star hotel, I believe. Yeah, 4-star hotel. Lots of amenities. You can tell just on the outside they advertise. They have a pool, spa, conference rooms available, that kind of thing.
Did I get instructions on like where to go?
Just the head desk.
Okay.
Head desk.
I don't know if I'll make this person freak out or not. Emma, you wanna say we're here for our meeting with Claire?
Sure. Emma's gonna approach the front desk. Hello.
Hello. Can I help you?
Yes, I hope so. We have a meeting with Claire, and so
Just one moment. Does a bit of typing on the computer. Hannah and Emma?
that's me. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, just one second. She taps like a little button on her shoulder and notifies Claire that you are here.
Should we wait here, or do you want to send us somewhere?
Yep, just right over there. There's a in the lobby. You can wait right there. That's
Okay,
fine.
thank you. Emma's gonna go back to the group. The desk person said we can wait, and she's gonna gesture over to where she was pointing to earlier. So a second ago.
Okay. It's not long until someone comes out. They look very familiar, but not. They're wearing a just like a night, like a shift hotel shift manager kind of outfit. And they approach you, and Claire, I will hand it to you.
She just kind of has a relatively bland look she gives all of you and just a little smirk. Let's go to a conference room, shall we? And then she will just start walking away and is expecting you all to follow her.
Emma's gonna start following. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess following.
She'll lead you up to stairs instead of the elevator, and you'll go up to a second floor, or to the second floor. You'll go down a hallway. There's just rooms for the most part on one side, and then down towards the end, you can kind of tell there's like a little lounge area, and then she'll lead you through the doors to go into a very relatively small-ish room, but it is a conference area room, and there's like a projector, and there's the conference table that can be broken apart and done in different ways. It's currently just in a circle right now. And there's like a little section for like drinks, a little wet bar kind of area. And there's a fridge in there. And she will just go to the head of the table area, one of the kind of the far end, and she will stand there and just kind of gesture everyone to sit. And there are more than enough chairs for everyone. There's more chairs than there are you guys, so you can sit next to each other or not sit next to each other if you don't like each other that much.
I was gonna say Emma's going to pick a seat that's not right next to this individual, but also not right next to the door. So she's gonna sit kind of in the middle-ish space of chairs. So
I will also sit down.
Lilith?
I will sit down as well, but just kind of, can I roll wits and awareness just to, well, I'm just going to be very alert.
Okay.
just in case.
Yeah. Do you want to roll wits and awareness or?
I can, if you would like me to.
Totally up to you.
Yeah, I'll roll just to see what I get.
I would
Okay.
also like to roll its awareness.
Okay.
I got 5.
Okay.
I will roll sense the unseen.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna willpower. When I roll power, how many more dice do I roll? 'Cause I-
3 dice that are not your hunger dice. Up to 3. You can roll less than.
I got 4 successes.
So yeah, so Claire, I need Claire to make a roll.
I will do arouse. Woohoo! Succeed. Give me. I am missing a die. Okay, so one of these is the hunger die. One of these is not. And I'll roll one of the others twice. Okay. That one again. Willpower.
Five. Okay, we're just gonna take a quick pause here for a second. Do. So just going back, who did Sense the Unseen first? Lexi? And you got a 7 on that? Okay. They only got 3, so Thea does not see that, but Lexi will. That's going to be interesting. And then as far as wits and awareness, it just looks like a regular conference room.
Do I get the obvious predator vibes?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going.
For some reason, Emma, the way that you're dancing made me get Bohemian Rhapsody in my head, and now I'm just singing Bohemian Rhapsody to myself.
Nope. Sorry.
I know, and I could tell it definitely was not that, but for some reason that's where my brain went.
And when you did this, I thought of Caramel dancing.
I love the videos of Caramel dancing where it's just a room with the flashing lights, and then just someone laying on the floor.
Yeah.
Caramel dancing is closer than Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm listening to J-pop, so
So yes, for those of us that beat 5. Yeah, we had to beat 5.
Yeah.
Because she's technically the actor. For those of us that beat 5, we see her as the number she truly is.
I would have had to have roused the blood, gotten all successes, and potentially a crit in there somewhere to actually beat that. Because yeah,
Your aspect is that low.
my aspects is 1. Like almost all of my disciplines are only 1 dot.
Oh, because you put it all into fucking rituals.
No, because I have a fuckload of shit. I have multiple rituals, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 disciplines, and I have 2 of them have hold rituals. So yeah.
How do you have 5 disciplines from Jump Street?
From just character creation. It's the filling the backstory thing with
yeah.
all of the getting loaded up with blood for shit. So they're
Check,
like,
check.
test it on the Kaiti, fucker. So
gotta
You
love
okay,
the
Taya? Or you okay, Rain?
Yeah. My daughter apparently had a bad dream last night. And even though she was with me all day, she only just told me that she had the bad dream. But she's too scared to tell me what it was. And she's at her father's, but doesn't want to talk to him about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so finally got her to talk to him, so he's dealing with that before bedtime.
Yeah, it's because during the day, it's not that big of a deal. You probably forget, but then when you go to bed, you're like, oh crap, remember that dream I had last night?
Yeah.
It's like the one image of like the person standing up, all the stress is in the bottom of them, and once they lay down, the stress goes right to their head.
Yep.
Yes.
But I should be good now. She's talking to her father.
Okay, I just need to pull something up here. Oh, that's really bright on my face. I don't like that. Oh well. Okay. And we're back. Sorry about that. Just had to do a quick pause. Okay, so Lexi, you see through the mask that Claire has. And Claire, I will let you describe what Lexi sees.
He sees what is most definitely a Nosferatu. And her eyes are kind of shifted like this. And her mouth is kind of crooked as well.
Like an abstract painting.
Yep. And that's what you see. So, and she's dressed in relatively normal clothes that are actually very similar to what the illusion of the mask of the ability was putting up.
And only Lexi sees this.
Oh, only me. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. I've been around the block a few times, so I'm just gonna let it happen.
Well, good evening, all of you. What are all of your names? I've kind of, and she just kind of looks at everyone. And she kind of lingers a little bit on each face.
Surprised you don't know already.
Hmm?
Surprised you don't know already.
There's been whispers and I've seen a little bit, but you all have stayed relatively away from my area here.
You would have seen Lexi's face for sure, but you wouldn't know a
Mhm.
name to the face.
Mhm.
But in contrast to that, you know Hannah and Emma's name, but not their faces.
So I'm Emma. I'm one of the recipients of, I believe, your initial letter of let's get together. Or am I mistaken? Was that somebody else?
It was not me, but I do know who it was.
Oh, fabulous. Well, that's another mystery then.
They sent you here on their behalf for me to share information that they want you to know, and they've already paid for it. So for that info, you don't have to pay me anything.
Who is this they?
I forget. They know who this person is, right?
You know us, so but they wouldn't know. So you could say the name, but they would have no clue.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm sure they'll let you know in due time if you don't already know.
All right. Well, that's, I guess, something to look forward to. So, why are you guys all being so rude? Just introduce yourselves. We're already here. If they wanted to do something to us, I mean, we're
Oh,
kind of.
I apologize. My name is Lexi.
I'm
They-
Thea.
I'm Lilith.
And you are the
Owner of this hotel,
owner of this hotel, named.
Claire. Claire Schultz. And she
So-
smiles a very mocking smile.
It's absolutely a delight to meet you, Miss Schultz.
It is hopefully very interesting to meet all of you. Maybe we can have further dealings in how this goes.
So, what information are you getting to share with us in
Was there
regards
anything-
to your mysterious employer?
Oh, they're not my employer. We're just friends.
You
Or as
have
close
friends,
as you,
do
about as close as you can get anyway in this life. Is there anything you all have questions on in the first place? About this town? I know you're all relatively new here.
How long have you been in town?
A while.
Well, I'm assuming you or your friend are not claiming any kind of domain over this area, considering in the 10 years I've been here, no one's ever come to me demanding that I bend the knee to them. So
No, that
I mean, outside of this hotel, of course.
this hotel, yes. Everything else is your problem or your treasure or whatever you want it to be.
okay, good to know. Is your friend in the same situation, or
I don't know everything that my friend does, but I know enough, and we respect each other's things, keep each other informed every now and then.
so? Okay. Well, I would assume if your friend had laid claim to this territory, you would know that, or is that too much to assume?
They have also their area that they claim, but again, the
of
city
course.
as a whole is.
Okay. Well,
Where is their turf? So that we don't stumble into it unknowingly.
Emma and Hannah and Lilith and Thea already have.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was
Bell
going to say.
Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
I figured, though since they didn't seem to care, and I've been there before, and they have not made their presence known. I wonder if it was just the sheer size of the group that was congregating there that caused them to tip their hand, or what, as it were. So, anyway, they're not here, so trying to micromanage what they're doing, thinking, etc., is kind of a futile endeavor on our part. So.
Oh, I would never presume. So, Miss Schultz, what information have you been told to give us?
Well, it is also important information that I would like to know about too, because it's starting to affect my business. So
But we
you could
can't have that.
potentially, you're right. So I may want to hire you even, and I will owe you either money or a boon or a favor, however you want to phrase it.
Well, why don't you tell us the job first?
I need you to go check out the mine.
You want us to go into the mines. See, we had no
Mhm.
intention of going anywhere near there. So it
Can
is
I make-
definitely going to.
Can I make
Oh,
a
go ahead.
detect roll?
Go ahead. I would love for this to happen.
It sucked. Ooh.
Use a willpower. I know better.
Okay.
I know better with him.
Yeah, it might be smart.
Okay.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
I
So-
roused to increase to, which gave me a very robust pool.
So obviously, Claire.
I believe him.
Yeah.
So it is going to cost dearly for me and mine to go spelunking into the deep dark.
What do you think?
What do we think is down there?
Yeah, what do you think is down there that you want the price to be so high?
In my time in this world, I have learned a very valuable lesson, and that is what resides in the dark, hidden places oftentimes does not appreciate light being shined upon it, and will violently react to any illumination. So, as I'm sure you have doled out in your experience as well, violently reacting to light being shined upon thee.
I was going to say it. If they're wanting to send a group down there, that would also imply that they're worried that it's something that they alone would not be able to handle as a single entity, which also means that there is danger involved potentially. So we would be shouldering all of said danger.
And
Well-
given Miss Schultz's heritage, the fact that she's asking any of us to do it versus herself arouses suspicion as well.
My heritage.
Why, of course. We all know that Clan Nosferatu likes to make the warrens of the world their purview.
Oh, I have no intention of making the mine anything that to claim. I just want some people to take a look down there, and I'll figure out if I need to go take care of it or not.
So then why don't you just go take a look down there to start with?
My business is here, and this is where I manage it, and I don't want to bother with the mine if there's no true threat there. It's a waste of my time.
So you'd rather waste ours?
I would pay you for it.
What's your suspicion on what's down there?
I don't know. It could be a gas leak of some sort, some weird toxins down there that's messing with the miners and making them aggressive. They keep coming to my establishment and causing problems, and it's affecting my revenue.
You say aggressive, like what do you mean? Are they coming in throwing fists, or are they?
It's slowly escalating. It was before just very cranky and very verbal, but it's slowly escalating. I've done some checking up on some individuals that were causing problems, and divorces are happening now, following suit with restraining orders.
Emma's actually going to pull out her phone. She's not try and like hide it under the table or anything. She's going to send a text to Waverly and ask her if she has had odd behavior of people coming into the bar. Basically just going to say, have people been coming into the bar really angry lately?
Okay, you don't get a response right away.
That's fine. Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's something as simple as something natural that's just messing with the kind, or if it's something more serious that actually deserves proper attention.
When did it start?
Hmm?
When did it start?
It started a month ago.
Well, I mean, if it's going to be of a danger to all of us potentially.
Say wherever it is you guys go and feed, they might start causing problems in those areas too. So this is potentially also for your benefit, depending on how worse it gets over time.
Let's have a quick question that's not out of character. This location, is it close to the mines where we're at now, or is this like on the far side away from mines, or in relation, as it were?
It's not far away from the mines, because keep in mind there's like a few different mines in Sudbury. This one in particular, it is a bit closer to Copper Vale, which is the mine in question. This one.
Yeah. I was just curious because I was wondering for character purposes. Like,
yeah,
I got you. Okay.
Yep. This one, the Pinnacle Hotel would be frequented by not necessarily a lot of the miners, but more of like the office workers and CEOs and stuff.
Jolts. Seeing as how this endeavor benefits not only you, but your patron, I think Major Boone. I don't think anything less than that would satisfy.
A minor boon?
A major boon.
A major boon may be to solve the problem, but to just look into it and report back as to what it is, it's just a minor.
Well, if there's some sort of ancient eldritch entity down there causing this ruckus to occur, they may be happy to expel the miners with a bit of a mind fuckery, but for Kindred, I'm fairly certain that they would take more drastic measures. And I, for one,
I
am
don't
not
know
willing.
What's down there. That's what I need you to find out. If there's an eldritch horror, we'll come to that bridge when we cross it.
And for me personally, I know what my unlife is worth. If going down there and finding out what it is, which admittedly is the more dangerous task,
Tell you what, we'll make it a minor boon for each of you for the time being. And if it turns out, and you're honest about it, something to be much more terrifying, then we will make it a major boon. And I give you my word on that.
The word of a kindred.
Reputation is everything.
When a Nos wants information.
This is very true, Hannah. I guess it boils down to what's it worth to you? Because I know what my life is worth. And going into these deep, dark places is very dangerous. Who knows what's down there? And based on things we've seen in this town already, I don't think anything less than a major boon is going to get this done.
What have you come across already?
Wouldn't you like to know?
And then I can't truly evaluate how much this is worth.
Well, then you're just going to have to take it on faith. You say this is cutting into not only your own, but your benefactor's bottom line. Well, that's the price.
I don't know if it's affecting their bottom line.
Well, they tasked you with sorting this out, so I imagine it is affecting it.
I've already promised to upgrade it upon further
Claire,
investigation.
How defensive would you be against your ownership to the Pinnacle Hotel?
Super defensive.
Well, I'm just wondering, because this is the second time now that someone has insinuated that you have a benefactor and are not the owner of this hotel.
Oh, that she doesn't care. Misinformation is fine if they think for some reason someone else does.
Okay, just double checking.
I have made you my offer. If you won't do it, then I'll know not to ask any of you for any favors in the future. And I will pass that along to others.
Oh. How many others are there in the city?
And this is where she says, wouldn't you like to know? So
there's never just one Nos. At least in my experience.
Mine either. Miss Schultz. Are you amenable to this arrangement?
I'm minor boon for information's pretty standard, and I can get on board with that.
Lilith?
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Your word that it's upgraded if we end up having to do more than just information gather when we go down there?
If you run into something of a supernatural nature and nothing natural, then yes, it will be upgraded to a major boon.
All right.
I have a theory, so I guess I'm okay with it for now. But I'm pretty sure my theory is going to be played out, and we're going to be getting major boons real soon.
Very well. Your proposal is accepted.
Thank you. My friend and I will appreciate it. Now you can go if you'd like, or you can, I will offer a short feeding if you need it before you leave to help prep you whenever before you I don't know when you're going to do it, but you can come here and feed before you go if you need to. Under my terms, though.
Do you have any maps or anything like that that we can use once we're down there?
Do I storyteller?
No. No,
No.
Claire wouldn't have access to that. No.
No, there might be a record center that might have something.
We'll figure something out.
What
It's
about a
been
nice soak in one of your tubs? I could go for a nice spa day.
I mean, one of the major boons could be you get free spas for the rest of your unlife.
There you go, Lexi.
That's not a
Yourself first.
that's not a major boon. I can get that myself.
She chuckles. She chuckles just because it was meant to be a joke.
Well, Miss Schultz, it's been a business doing pleasure with you. We will, if you would be so kind as to provide us with contact information so that we can coordinate, and we will be about it.
She takes a pad of paper from her pocket and a pencil or a pen, and she writes down a cell phone number. She hands it to you.
And I will nod to
You
her.
can also simply call the hotel and ask for me.
We appreciate it. Does anyone else have any questions, comments, concerns?
I just want to verify, since your establishment is closest to the Copper Creek, I believe, mine. Is that the one you're wanting us to look into?
Coppervale.
Oh, okay. I mean, copper, whatever. It's a mine. I just didn't know if if I figure since it's impacting your business, that's the one you're talking about, not one that's, on the other side of town per se. So, or am I mistaken?
Is there something happening with another one on the other side of town?
No, I was asking you because you didn't specify where it is you wanted us to investigate. You said go investigate the mine. Well, there's plenty of mines in Sudbury.
I apologize. I meant the Coppervale.
Oh, well, thank you. I just wanted to verify because we could go jaunt into another mine and just for shits and giggles and be like, oh, there's nothing here. Yay, free boons. But I try to do the best job I can. So I was wanting to make sure we did the job appropriately.
I will appreciate that greatly.
So.
Does anyone else have anything?
No.
Not that I can think of. Unless Miss Schultz has some question for us.
No, not at this time.
Wonderful. Well, I look forward to seeing you again, and next time we will toast to beneficial endeavors. I bid you adieu, madam.
Good night. See you all later. And she will walk over to the door and she will just open it for you all to leave.
Lexi will leave.
Following Lexi out, so.
Yeah, once we get out and are sufficient distance away. I mean, we all know what we're going to find down there, right?
Based on Celeste's comments, I would say yes. We have a pretty good idea.
Well, betwixt Celeste and Madeline's.
Sorry, I'm just confirming. Are you still in the hotel, or
No,
are you
we
out
have
of
left.
the hotel?
We have left the hotel.
Okay.
If you think I'm going to talk around
Yeah, I was
Nosferatu surveillance,
just double checking.
We've all piled into Lexi's fancy escalator, whatever, since I'm sure he's got it semi-soundproofed or something.
Oh, faux show. Yeah, no, we're well away, and yeah.
Okay.
And so this is a blissfully private conversation. Hell, I'll even scan my car with Sense the Unseen if there aren't any more NAS in my car.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, based on what Madeline told us, we're going to find those. What did she call them? Fomors?
don't know. I thought she was just talking about they were the angry spirit things, darkness or something.
Yeah, she said somebody had told her they were called something starting with an F, and that the lupine came through and killed a bunch of them and then left.
Well,
And that's
I mean, Celeste talked about what she called Banes, I believe. And she had said that she had helped. Well, she was coming through mostly to make sure they didn't come back, quote unquote, which I haven't figured out exactly how they form, so I'm confused on how they come back. That's something I've been trying to look into. It's just you can't just go to the internet and search Banes, because there's a lot of pictures of some muscle dude that show up when you type in Banes.
yes,
So
Tom Hardy, he is delicious.
uh,
Oh,
okay.
I'd love to get my mouth on him. Anyway,
if you say so. It's just not conducive to my search. So I'm
no,
having to try and
I
go to
understand.
I'm having to go the old school route, quote unquote. And so finding books and procuring books and stuff is taking time. It's just, yeah.
The yes. Let's go back to drop you all off at your vehicles. You can head back. Do we do this tomorrow night?
Do we want to put it off? I have Mark getting things set for tonight.
Oh, well, then I'm going to drop you off and then go get changed.
The bespoke mining gear comes out.
Oh, just wait.
I can't wait to destroy it.
Emma.
Hannah, why would you wound me so? What have I done to raise your ire?
Going into a dirty situation in a gaudy outfit.
It is not gaudy. It is perfectly appropriate, and
It brings me joy to needle the high clans.
and given our tangential allegiance, you know I am not a high clan to the Anarchs.
Oh no, but
I am the outcast. I am the oddball.
and I still will needle you
Why?
because it is delightful and brings me joy after years of not being able to.
So you know what this means, right?
What's it mean, Lexi?
Tit for tat, darling. Tit for tat.
Sure.
But let us come to an accord. All in good fun.
For the most part.
You are entirely too serious, Hannah. My mission in my own life now is to get you to loosen up.
Good luck trying.
Emma, you get a text back from Waverly. A couple of the miners have come back. They're not exactly physical yet, but they've been very it's very rude, and their demeanor has changed a lot. So, whereas one of them, like, they may have been kind of gruff and grumpy sometimes, now it's like rude and like to the point where just taking offense to everything and just getting mean, and when ordering drinks and stuff, like, not like the patience is really low, not a lot of patience, very snappy, that kind of thing.
Ask her which, I'm assuming you relay this information. For which customer specifically?
So Imola is going to text back to Waverly. Thanks for the info. Do you know, can you specify which customers or at least which mine they work at?
Coppervale.
And so it sounds like they work at Coppervale.
Right. I'm thinking we may be able to talk to one of these miners. And
Emma's going to send another text to Waverly. It's just going to say, are any of them there tonight or right now? Or at least, or I guess, are any of them right there right now?
Actually, no. They're all on shift tonight.
Okay. So Emma's going to relay that information. It sounds like none of them are there. They're all working tonight, which...
horrible hours.
Yep.
Unionize or something. I don't know. Ask the Bolshevik.
I don't know. I mean, yes, going in with more information is probably great and everything, but I really do think we're going to find something that's going to point in the direction that I'm already thinking is going to point. Which,
is it the same? Is it the creatures, these Banes?
Yes, I believe it's going to point in that direction, which is why I was saying I think we're going to earn ourselves major boons fairly quickly.
Yes.
Which I suppose we could always, I don't know, I probably need to reach out to Celeste. I need to ask her if she's close enough to swing through and if she can, or at least can discreetly tell me what she did before to prevent them from appearing, manifesting, or shooing them on. I don't know.
Yes, because the last thing we want is for more lupines to come through.
Yeah. I would definitely like to avoid that. So.
Well, as they like to say up here in Sudbury, pitter patter, and Lexi will pull up to where the cars are parked and put the car in park and let everyone get to their vehicles. Meet you all back here, or I'll meet you all at Coppervale. And what time did Mark say?
Have I heard back from Mark yet?
Yeah, so at the time Mark had said he just needed a couple of hours. So it's probably about 2 in the morning now.
Okay. So be there in about half an hour?
Yeah.
Delightful. And Lexi will drive hastily back to his haven to get his spelunking gear.
Hey, Thea, can you give me a ride back?
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, I'm not going to be changing my attire for this outing. So if anybody needs a lift, they're welcome to ride along.
I'll join you. I don't need to change, and you can. Or Hannah's outfit is clearly like athletic gear, grungy kind of clothes, perfect for getting in the dirt.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, I've got like 8 of these shirts, so. If I run one, then I guess I'll just have to go buy another one. So, anybody else need a ride? Or, I mean, if you're not needing to be dropped somewhere, I was gonna head towards the mine now personally, just to be there early. So,
I don't need to be anywhere.
Sounds like it's just Hannah and I then heading out to the mine.
Yeah, Lexi will get changed and he will arrive at the mine as fast as possible.
Okay. Would Lexi have the clothes already in the car, or would he have to go back to the haven?
He's got he went back to his haven, grabbed the clothes, and then we'll get dressed very quickly because fleetness is a thing.
Yep.
and yeah. And when he arrives, he looks like it's knee-high boots, brown boots polished to a high shine, um, with the very very fitted pant, and a khaki shirt and vest that is, what's the word? Um, Embroidered with hammers and pickaxes all over the place, and it is all very form-fitting and delightful. And he's even got a little headlamp thing.
Okay, so Thea and Lilith, would you arrive around the same time as Lexi, or do you think you would just head right there? Did you need to go home and change? What?
Lilith probably would have had Thea drop her off and be like, I'll be right back, don't leave. And then she probably would have like changed out of the dress she had been wearing and just full black outfit, full black, like black combat boots, a little black beanie, and be like, okay, I'm ready.
So you borrowed from Alexa.
Well, Lilith's in the house getting changed. Thea would probably be in the trunk of her car switching shoes.
I'm assuming you'd have just like, you know, combat boots or worker boots in the back. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that for if necessary for work.
Mm-hmm. So Hannah and Emma, what do you do when you see Lexi pull up?
I start guffawing and absolutely like curled up in the passenger seat, losing my shit.
Emma's going to kind of just like give that kind of like smile, like smirk laugh thing. At least he remembered the headlight. So
Toreadors.
I would rather end up the way I am 1,000 times over than end up as a Toreador. So
I can hear you, right?
Oh, you can hear us through the car?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's called heightened senses, motherfuckers.
It's fine. So when Lexi says this, Emma's going to get out of the car. So, or the truck. Sorry, the little truck.
I'm gonna like roll down the window and just like lean my head out the window a little bit. You realize you look like you should be in like a shitty 50s cowboy movie, right? Like a kid's show, even at that.
Did you just let that roll off your back, Lexi?
It's howdy doody, y'all. Guess we're waiting, so it's fine.
How long did it take you to get that embroidery done?
Not near as long as it's going to take for you to ruin it. Or, no, flip that. I stand corrected. Much longer than it's going to take for you to ruin it.
Makes sense. We'll see about that.
Is it, serious question, is it clothing that you cannot have cleaned? Is it like a one-time use thing or sort of thing?
Yes, I had this specially made to do this.
Even the boots? Do those boots have like any grip on them at all? Or are they like flat
no,
riding
he
boots?
he lifts them up and they're like proper hiking boots. They're just, knee high and patent leather.
You probably spent more on that outfit than I have in the last like 20 years.
Oh, for sure.
Each of us has our remittances, our vices.
Around this time, Lilith and Thea, you pull up, and Mark also pulls up.
I see Lexi in this outfit, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get out of the car and look at him and be like, "You are the clear definition of not understanding the assignment."
But I look fabulous, darling.
He's making an effort. We're all making an effort in our own way.
I just like let my eyes slide over to Mark and I'm just watching to see what Mark's reaction to all of this is.
Oh, given how besotted Mark is, probably quite happy because, shapely ass and all that.
Mark doesn't really say anything. He's obviously attracted to Lexi, but you can see that kind of like questioning in the back of his mind, like, is this really the right attire? I'm not sure. Like, you can just see the wheels just in the back, but like other than that, like he's happy to see Lexi, very happy to see Lexi.
Visibly happy to see Lexi.
Well, we're not going to get into that, but yeah. What is your reaction to everybody just here?
Wow. Oh. I knew you were a city guy, but wow.
I completely understand everybody's desire to get their digs in at Lexi for this clothing faux pas, but we probably should be going. So
Mark takes that cue. Yes, you're absolutely right. Kind of catches himself. Yes, okay. So if you all could just follow me. I wasn't expecting so many of you, but that's fine.
Are you saying you're disappointed to see me, darling?
No, not you. I was just expecting you and Thea, that's all. But that's okay.
I mean, does it bother you that there's more of us?
Of
No,
course it doesn't bother him.
no, not at
I
all.
just wanted to check because I mean, if how Emma counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I just didn't know if 7 was a crowd for these tight tunnels. So
Oh, well, I don't know how far I'll actually be able to take you in the tunnel since they're working and stuff. But we'll, I'll see what I can do.
Oh, okay.
So as you were driving in, it's a lot brighter in this area. The mine, like, because of all of the industry, and the spotlights and stuff on the buildings, a lot brighter in this area. It's still running, still on. A lot of the factory is still on, still running. For those of you, so Taya, you might have known, and Lexi might have known, and Hannah might have known, but they do. Yes, Lexi?
Are they like actively smelting right now?
I don't know if they actively smelt, but I do know that they are mining at night. They have rotating shifts at night that they do that.
Okay.
But yeah, if you have heightened senses on, the lights may be a bit
I would
much.
just be focused on smell and touch and hearing right now.
Yeah, same.
So the smell, might start to get a little overwhelming, because even though they might, let's say they're not smelting right now, you can definitely smell the strong, like it's very strong in this area.
Then I would, for now, I'll deactivate heightened senses.
Okay.
And Mock, be a dear and lead the way. Let's get this done.
So Mark brings you through the gates, kind of does a hand wave to the person at the gate, leads you through. It's a bit of a walk to get to the building that he is taking you to. I'm going to have everybody roll a wits and awareness, please.
Three.
I got 3 as well.
So I got 2 1s, with one of them being my hunger die.
Okay. So that would be bestial failure, yes.
I only got 1 success on the roll, so
Oh, okay. Sorry.
yeah.
To clarify, ones don't negate successes.
Okay.
But
So-
if 1 success isn't enough, it's still a failed roll.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only got 1 success.
Okay. So, yeah, bestial failure.
If this is a passive thing, the bestial failure may not apply.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. So you just failed the roll. That's all.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't see Lilith. What did you get? 3. Emma got 3 or 2. Lexi got 1 and Hannah got 3. Okay, then. So you all have no idea. You're walking around and you're like, well, that's a nice building. Mark leads you through, leads you into the building. It's a typical, like, it looks like it's a typical office in this area. You know, like an office water room, if you will. And he kind of looks back to you. He's like, I'm just taking you through this way first. We got to go fill out a couple of, or I have to just sign in, and then we can continue on. So if y'all can just be patient, and I'll be right back. And he goes through another door, and is gone for about 10 minutes or so. And you're just waiting there in the waiting room or the water room. Are you wanting to look around at all or just sitting down?
I mean, Emma's probably just kind of looking around, but she's also doesn't really know what to look for, so she's just kind of surveying the walls.
I'm also kind of just looking around, and I can't see anything, even if it pops up strange, so I am here for muscles.
Sense the unseen.
Okay.
I did 4 successes on Sense the Unseen roll. Yeah.
So you don't
Same.
You don't actually see anything here. Nothing in this water room at all. As for with Sense the Unseen. Mark comes back and says, so do you want a tour of the offices and stuff and the factory first, or do you want a tour of the mine first, of what I can show you?
Sure, let's start in the factory.
Okay. So he leads you through back out through the back out into the open air, and leads you toward one of the factory buildings that is actually off right now. Goes through, turns on the light. So, and goes on to explain some of the inner workings of this particular factory building.
If there's anything to see, I got 5 successes on wits awareness.
I'm just waiting to see if anybody else is if anybody wants to roll.
I got 4 on wits awareness.
Yeah. Control.
I got 3.
5, so.
Okay.
Just 1.
Okay. So first, Lexi, you notice that there's a cork board on one of the walls. Has important dates, important things that are coming up. One of the things that has been pinned is talking about how they found a cave. They found a cavern, and they're just waiting for the paperwork to be filed about it, but it's really exciting, and they don't know what's going to be in it, but it's exciting.
Mark, darling.
Yeah, what's up?
What's this?
Oh, right. Yeah. So, my brother was telling me about it actually a little bit. They were mining and they had to halt in this one area because they found a cavern, if you will, and we need to file like a bunch of paperwork before we can start mining in a cavern, because we don't know the safety of it. We don't know if there's anything there.
Yes. What was found? What makes this place so exciting?
Oh, well, just the fact that it's a cave, like there could be like archaeological shit in it. Like, it's just, that's what's exciting about it. We don't know. We haven't opened it yet.
I would very much like to see that.
Oh, we haven't even.
Oh, I'm going to rouse for entrancement.
Okay. Just a heads up. It's not actually opened into the cavern yet, because they've done like the surveying and stuff. So they know that the cavern is there, but there's no access point.
We've got a brouhaha. It's fine.
Okay. Okay.
And a gangrel. We're fine. It's fine. Yeah, I'm going to entrance him and be like, please, Mark.
Okay. I mean, I guess. Yeah.
And I'll give him a light peck on the cheek. Thank you, dear.
Blushes and just like, well, I mean, all right. And kind of like gets bashful, and then remembers that there's other people there. Okay, well, if you just want to, I guess we're done in here. Turns off.
How long ago did they find it?
Not long ago, like about a month ago. And they're still like getting the paperwork and safety and stuff figured out before getting to it. So Mark turns off the light before guiding you out.
I mean, was there
And
anything else that my 5 on wits awareness showed me?
so I'm just about to get to there. So
Okay.
as you turn to leave, you see in the far back corner of that room, you notice something just kind of fall. Nobody's there, like nothing. It just kind of
Sentient scene.
sentient scene. Okay.
I'm gonna rouse to buff my wits.
Okay.
Do not get hungrier. I'm gonna spend a willpower to re-roll.
Okay.
Ah. That fucking paid off. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
Okay.
Pro tip:
So
if you get 1 0 for you players out, for you aspiring players out there, if you get a 0 on your first roll or a 10 on your first roll, but no other 10s, that's when it's worth it to spend a willpower, because the chances of you getting a critical are increased, as evidenced. Sorry, go ahead.
So where the over where the object fell, you, after the noise, like with the clattering of the noise, you just see very quickly from the corner of your eye, this like shadowy, it is kind of like it not slimy looking, but the shadow looked like, think like Hexus from Fern Gully, like just like kind of like,
Oily.
yeah, and just kind of like goes through the wall and just kind of like, with like the noise startled it kind of.
Right. Mark, would you be a dear and give me a moment to confer with my compatriots?
Yeah, I was just about to say, come on, if you want to step out so I can shut the door and lock the door.
Yeah. We'll step out and just give us a little bit of space.
Yeah, okay. So he locks the door and he just kind of heads off toward one of the paths toward the mines. He just sits on a rock and waits.
So I just saw what can only be described as a latex tentacle covered in lube.
Which would correspond with what we were told, sort of kind of from the stories, based on what. Yeah. Do we need to go into the mines to verify, or do you think this is good enough for
For me personally, as much as I would love to test out my new outfit, I think that is qualifies as verification that we're dealing with something supernatural.
Okay. Yeah. It also means it gives me more time to start reaching out, because I think we probably need to. I should probably contact Celeste about this to ask her what she did to shoo them away, or whatever it was she was doing. Maybe she wasn't doing anything.
Yeah. By all means, at this point, I want to know what the fuck is going down there before it just bends me over and fucks me with no foreplay.
That is definitely an image.
Yeah.
I'm great at those.
Paired with this outfit.
Yes, it's a delightful outfit. Don't hate me.
Oh, I don't hate you. I kind of hate the outfit.
Well, it looks... no, I'm not going to make that joke. Anyway, let's... unless somebody is just dying to put their head in the proverbial guillotine.
Not particularly.
Not really, but your boy wants to really give us a tour.
Oh, don't worry. I'll take him spelunking later tonight.
I was going to suggest that. Yeah. So I actually am going to verify with Waverly because I know she said she used to communicate with Celeste fairly regularly. So I want to make sure see if there's a way I can reach her faster instead of just hoping that she charges the phone and turns it on, because we probably want to get a move on this pronto.
Well, we
moving.
have a direct line of communication to Celeste.
Yes, the text messages. And we have to hope that she actually charges the phone and checks her text messages.
Ah, I see what you're saying.
So I'm just saying we can reach her. It's going to be hoping and praying, fingers crossed, that she actually checks it quicker, so we're not having to hope that she gets back to us before tentacle Luby monster chaos ensues. Your words, not mine.
I mean, it's the only way I could accurately describe it.
Fair enough. It also probably helps me narrow it down for research purposes, because I can start using those
keywords,
choice keywords for what I'm looking. Yeah.
You're welcome. Mark, darling.
Mark looks up from his phone. Yep.
Would you come here, please?
Okay.
And I will take him to a spot where people can't really see us. There's deep shadows I can take him into.
Okay.
And I will just whisper into his ear, "Unfortunately, darling, something's come up. They all have to go, but you and I are going to meet up later tonight. And we'll put this tour on hold until everything can happen in a amicable way."
Mark kind of looks over back to the group.
Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. You just meet up with me after your shift is over, okay?
Okay, what about there?
I can see if she wants to be there. I'm sure she would just be dying to meet up with you again. He's still entranced. So.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Okay,
right.
I'll.
When do you get off work, darling?
I'm technically not working right now.
Oh, well, then you're going to come with me straight away. Oh, Thea.
Yes?
Meet up with me at the hotel?
Sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic. Fabulous, even. Come along, Mark. And Mark and I will get into the Escalade. Like Mark and I will get into the Escalade and drive to the hotel.
Which hotel?
The one where we had the party at last time.
Okay.
Not the Pinnacle.
Okay.
always assume I'm not talking about the Pinnacle, okay? And I will also text Frickin' Frack to have
Brandon
them meet
Parker.
Up as well. Yeah.
Okay. You all get in your assorted vehicles to leave. And as you are leaving, your vehicles just kind of jolt, and you hear this large just and your vehicle is rocked, and you are rocked, and essentially an explosion has just happened.
Blink?
Of all of our vehicles?
No.
Underneath our vehicles?
Underneath, like in the, over in the mines. So, but you feel it. Like,
okay, so I won't be blinking. I won't be blinking then.
You feel this explosion, being so close. It jolts you.
Well, time to leave. Clink. Mark and I are gone.
Okay.
Yeah. We should probably get out of here.
Yep. I'm heading back to town proper. I'm also going to be sending some text messages. If somebody needs a ride into town proper, you can ride with me. Otherwise, I'm probably going to be heading off to start gathering information. So,
Yeah, I'll come into town with you.
all right.
Lilith, do you need a ride to your place?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I'll drop her off there before heading to the hotel.
Fair. Well, it's been interesting, but as Emma says that as she gets into her truck. So she's also going to do something you should never do, which is drive and text. She's going to be like driving with one hand, texting with the other, because she's going to text Waverly and just say, if you are off work, please be back at your place. We need to talk. So
You get a response back, I'm already home.
she's going to respond with just perfect, and then she's going to put her phone away again. So
Is Hannah in your vehicle, or did Hannah go with?
yes,
Okay.
I believe Hannah. Hannah, did you need me to drop you anywhere, or?
You can just drop me off on the way to Waverly's, and I'll make my way.
Okay, that's fine.
I know how to get around that area.
If you got somewhere specific, I have no qualms, dropping you off there. So.
Right now, knowing that there is some kind of going on down there, being on the other side of town towards Waverly's place is fine by me right now.
All right. Okay, that is fair enough. So Emma's gonna head that way, and she'll drop off Hannah at wherever Hannah says, "Hey, just pull over," or whatever. So
this patch of wood looks nice. Just drop me off here.
When I arrive at the hotel, I'm actually going to pull out a pad of paper, and I just roll with one. I'm down 3 willpower now, so 1, 2, 3, 4 successes to draw the thing that I saw.
Okay.
And once Thea arrives, I'll show her. Is it an accurate representation at 4 successes?
Yes.
Fantastic.
That is very disturbing.
But Mark is here. He's getting cleaned up in the bathroom. So, and I'll fold it up and put it in a pocket. Mm-hmm. And would you like to spend the evening with Mark alone, or would you like company? Because my dinner is arriving shortly, and we can go to find our own fun. But I highly recommend you apply him for information.
Yeah, I will talk to him.
Okay. You have a pleasant evening, Thea. And I will go to the adjoining room and wait for Parker, and I keep on saying Barker
and Barker and Brianna. The hotel suite that you're in, is that is the one that Emma did the ritual on?
No, this would be just adjoining rooms, like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so it's not the penthouse suite that you were. Okay.
No.
Okay.
As much as I would love for it to be, to find out if these guys are suspect or not, I don't know. They could be.
I know.
It's okay. I was getting ready to start rolling, so.
But
Just
they're
storyteller
having to
wanted to know.
they're having to clean that room up after the party that was had. So
Okay. Okay, so it's not long until Brianna and Parker get there.
you can go to somebody else.
Okay. Lilith.
When I get back at my haven, as it were, I will change out of the clothes that
You didn't get to
I
use.
didn't get to use, hand them neatly folded back to Alexa and be like, thanks, but I didn't get to use them. The beanie will be missing because Lilith has stolen the beanie and just like hid it in her mouth.
Okay. Alexa kind of goes grumble, grumble. My favorite beanie, but goes on.
And then I will, because I haven't eaten yet, I will go push the magic button so it opens the fridge and grab a blood bag and
Okay. Have yourself a snack. Are you planning on just tucking in for the evening, or are you planning on going out at all, or?
Are there any?
It would be
bars?
a while for you to get to a bar, so.
Yeah, we're gonna tuck in for the night because
Okay.
time.
Yep. Time constraints. Hannah, is there anything you do before you tuck in?
I'll just head back to my haven.
Okay. Emma.
Emma's going to ask Waverly for the answer to the question since she is here. And
right. So Waverly, I am so sorry. I completely forgot to respond. I knew that you were coming back, so I figured I could just answer.
No, the rule 101, as it were, smart. You're not talking about it over text message, because that's why I've had to break my last cell phone, which is thank you again for the new cell phone. So
I'm glad you got it.
So yeah, no, I would rather have this conversation face to face, person to person. So that's, like I said, I just need your answer because we also need to get to work on other things.
So remind me again, what is it exactly that you need to know?
I need to know if she wants to be ghoul, non-ghoul, or she wants to become kindred.
Oh, I thought you were asking something else. Okay.
Nope.
So Waverly said, yeah, I think I'm most comfortable being a ghoul right now. I mean, I know I wasn't the best ghoul before, but you could teach me, maybe?
Yes, you like I said, your training will be more robust under my tutelage, than it was under Celeste. Okay. So, which is fine. I kind of figured you were going to go that route based on your hesitancy before. So no problems. But with that in mind, your training starts now, and that is mostly going to be that you and I have a mystery to solve.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
So we need to find out about Banes, and they look like apparently black, slippery tentacle things covered in oil or something.
Not all of them.
What do you mean?
Not all of them. I know this much. There are different types.
Oh, perfect. So do you know how to get rid of them?
No, that I don't.
Okay, so was Celeste actually getting rid of them, or was she just rolling through, blowing down?
No, so what it was the guru actually came through and got rid of them. Oh. And what happened is that one of the guru in this group was one of her lovers in the past, and she was trying to find him.
Okay, so is that why she kept swinging through?
Yes.
Okay, so she's... If I send her a text message and I ask her if she knows how to shoosh away the Banes, do you feel like she's going to say yes, or do you feel like she's going to say no? Or do you even feel like she's going to respond in a timely fashion? Because it seems like the clock on this one is starting to tick quicker and quicker.
Probably not in a timely fashion.
Fantastic. Okay, So your first task then is going to be Emma's going to walk over. She's going to kind of like slit through her wrist with her fingernail, and she's going to say, first task is going to be you drink from this, and we're going to start moving forward. So
Okay. She kind of finger guns like, I guess I'm a leech now. And
we're going to work on that too.
what did I okay, I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just sorry. This Bane thing is a big deal, and I need to get answers quickly so that we do not lose the city.
No joking. Gotcha. Okay. And Waverly takes your wrist and drinks a little bit.
I did gain a hunger because I failed my rouse check on that.
Okay.
So all right. So once Waverly has had her fill, okay, so I obviously have to sleep during the day. You do not. Your job now is to start looking for anything that talks about shadow creatures with whatever, and also whatever you know specifically. You don't want to be too specific. You don't want to go onto Google and be like Bane.
Of course. I know.
But we need to start accruing information as quickly as possible.
What about Madeline or that ghost that you know?
She doesn't seem to know a whole lot, but I will tap her for information tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I promised her I would not summon her. So I'm going to hold my promise, even though this is getting close to emergency territory. Right. I made her a promise I plan to keep. So I will have to actually make a trip to visit her.
Okay. I just wasn't sure. I know that, Celeste talked to her a lot. So.
Yeah. I don't think she knows a whole lot, unfortunately. So we're just looking to accumulate as much information as quickly as possible. And hopefully it leads to something that we can use to dissipate this Bane or Banes or whatever. So.
Okay.
But I'm going to have you start working on that. I'm going to start doing my thing. I'm also going to actually, you know what? Since you made the decision, you made the choice, we need to actually move to a location that is more accessible for information gathering. And so we're going to head back to my store.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Would Hannah?
Mm-hmm.
Would they feel comfortable staying here?
I don't know.
I just need someone to look after the dogs. That's all.
You can come and visit them tomorrow if you need to.
Okay.
I need to leave some notes for the person who runs the store for me during the day, and I also have access to books and things there / cataloging information. So that's why I need to go back to the bookstore. Okay. And I'm just having you go with me because you can start running all this whatever. You can drive. I would recommend you drive your own vehicle.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just feed them and let them out one last time.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna actually head that way. If you can meet me there, be perfect.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I'll pack. Do I need to pack a few things or
bring whatever you want to bring?
Okay.
So Emma's going to text Hannah and just say, you may need to check on Waverly's dogs in the near future.
But just get back. Okay? Question mark?
I'll just type in respond with can explain better later, or I'll have her explain, but it's time for doing some research. So yeah. And then Emma's going to drive away. So
okay. And Waverly takes some time to pack up some stuff and then locks up and leaves as well. And before we go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Lexi wanted a scene.
I know, that's what I was. Yep, I was about to do that. So Lexi. You're muted.
So with Parker and Brianna there,
Yes.
because of what Hannah said, I'm just gonna look them over. And so, tell me about yourselves. I feel like, it's been such a whirlwind that we've barely gotten to know each other. So,
Parker starts. Brianna just kind of goes and sits down, and just kind of like crosses her legs and just kind of watches, gets comfortable. Parker immediately starts out, well, I mean, coming to Sudbury, checking out university. Brianna might be getting a scholarship, so that's pretty cool. Brianna giggles at that. Like, yes, you dork. I showed you the other day, remember?
so yeah, I incited that.
Yep.
And I got a messy crit.
Okay. So first, Parker is not actually lying. Brianna did get a scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
But it is very clear that that is not their only reason
Yeah.
for being here.
So here's the $64,000 question. Because this is definitely a situation where messy crit should have some sort of
Something.
consequence.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what do you want? A compulsion or? Because I can think of a couple that would be real good here.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm actually I'm at a loss right now.
May I make a recommendation?
If you want to make a recommendation, go ahead.
There's two that would be super bad for me.
Okay.
Harm.
Okay.
In a social setting, smooth introduction goes sour. The vampire starts to harass and psychologically torture the subject. Or my clan compulsion, obsession. Pick one feature such as person, song, artwork, blood splatter, even sunrise, enraptured, blah 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 blah. Or, and those are just off the top of my head. Some sort of a because shit's about to get real intense here in a second. So potential masquerade breach, but given the fact that they're both ghouls, it kind of balances out.
Yeah, let's. I'm thinking this. I like the obsession. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna do that to me.
I am. And it will be with Parker.
Let me just read this again real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And as the beast rears up, and now would be a good time for the whispering voice of my sister to caress my ears as I start to really drink in all that Parker is. Parker, darling, you are just a vision.
Brianna's just watching and kind of smirking at this point.
It's so strange, you know, whenever I'm in a room with you, I can think of naught else.
Parker is actually a little bit intimidated by this.
And I start to trace along the side of his face, along his cheekbone, and down his jawline. Such wonderful, strong structure. And then down his nose, and such a lovely aquiline nose. And then along his lips, such a wonderful little cupid bow you have here.
Parker backs up and falls back.
Are you all right, darling?
Yeah, you okay?
Please, give me a moment. I need to step outside real quick.
Yeah,
And
okay.
as per the compulsion, it lasts until I can no longer perceive the beloved subject or the beloved object. Once the door closes, I can no longer perceive him and the compulsion ends.
Yep.
And I will collect myself and just, oh, fuck. No. Oh, always of the poison chalices, sister. Oh, well. How about a little bit of turnabout? And I will go back in and I will enrapture both of them.
Alrighty.
I'm sorry. I think I can only do one at a time.
Okay.
Let me double check. Entrance.
Quick question. What level in the hotel are you on? Like what floor level?
Somewhere near the top.
Okay.
So I have to do one, then the other.
Okay.
And that is what I will do. That is a success on that. And that
Who
is
are
a
you
success
wanting?
on that. Brienne first.
As you are doing that, Parker leaves. So as you are,
well, here's the fun thing:
Brandon.
is it's an instantaneous thing.
Okay.
Let me. So I mean, unless you want there to be like a space out, because all they have to do is hear my voice. I don't have to make eye contact or anything.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Okay, never mind.
So let me just double check. Sorry, this is getting real charisma.
No, that's fine. I was just thinking, like, while you're talking to Brianna, because obviously they know something is up now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see how long I get Brianna for. A real long time. Was probably for the rest of the night at least.
Okay.
And then Parker, if he's on his way out the door, I'm saying, Parker, please stay.
Yeah.
And now I will roll for him. Oh God. Oh, I've got him. I've got him for the rest of the night too.
Okay.
That was 4 10s.
Okay.
Have a seat, both of you.
Brianna sits back down in the chair, and Parker sits down on the bed.
And I reach into my boot and I pull out a stiletto. And I just start on Brienne's knee and I trace it up her thigh and I say, "How is my lovely sister?"
She wants to see you.
Of course she does. My question is, and I trace the tip of the blade against Parker's cheek, does she want to see either of you ever again?
I don't think she cares, or she wouldn't have sent us.
Of course she doesn't. How long have you worked for her?
A long time.
Are you happy in her employ?
At one point. Not anymore.
Insight.
Okay.
Two successes. Cagey.
Yeah.
Can't really tell. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, as it stands, I have two options before me. Kill you both and wait for my sister to arrive, because surely you've already told her where I am.
Brianna just nods.
How long ago did you tell her?
The night with Freddie.
So the very first night. I wanted so much more for us than this.
Brianna looks to fight as if she wants to leave. But you've told her to sit.
I want both of you to I want both of you to run. Get as far away from me and my sister and all of this as you possibly can. Would you be willing to do that for me, darlings?
If you say.
I'm asking.
Parker just reiterates, if you say.
Go. Get the fuck out of here.
They do not hesitate. Parker shuts the door behind him. And they are gone.
Lexi very, very quickly gets in his car and drives back to his haven. Grabs his go bag and drives as far as he can get out of Sudbury.
Do you text anyone?
No.
Which direction do you go?
West.
Okay. You maybe have a couple hours before sun is really out.
I have the ability to black out the SUV, so
Okay.
if need be, I'll pull off into the woods and sleep in the car.
Okay. And with that, I think that is our evening, our night. Okay. So first off, I just want to say huge thank you to Silly Penguin Queen. Thank you so much for guesting and being Claire. You did a really good job.
So pushy, Lexi.
Hey, you're the one who offered boons.
Yeah, and you didn't even hear how I said them correctly, so that's fun too.
Yeah.
Kept talking too much.
You have trivial, you have minor, you have major, you have life. So
But who gets the boons?
Lexi doesn't fucking care right now.
I know. So before I do our closing, we're going to do our player XP. Let's start with Hannah. Who do you vote for? If you need time, we can.
Man, I'll have to go with Lexi.
Okay.
Fuck.
Emma?
I think I am going to vote for everyone because I feel like, considering the situation, everybody played their part. They did well, so there wasn't, so yeah.
Okay. Taya?
I'm gonna have to say Lexi because that was.
I know.
Yeah.
Lilith?
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for Lexi.
Okay.
I almost started crying. I was like, no.
Lexi, who do you give your honorary vote to?
Can I take the fact that I just got nominated and disseminate that to everyone?
So those two, everyone, and 3 Lexi. So obviously, Lexi gets that extra point. Tonight.
I tried, guys.
I know.
What about my vote?
I mean, yeah, she does
If you
get a
would
vote.
like to make a vote in placement of Nora.
Everybody.
There we go.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. So fair enough. Everybody gets 2 XP tonight. I will do that. Okay. Just one second. Spectra, do you want to do the closing or do you want me to do the closing? You're not set up for it. Okay, that's fine. So I'm trying to remember now, forgive me. I am the storyteller for Sudbury by Night here on Archives of the Dragon. They also do 2 other shows, one on every other Monday night, and that's a Mass Effect game. That's really cool. And then Fridays they do Changeling, I believe. Raven, help me.
I think it's Changeling the Dreaming, not Changeling the Lost.
Okay.
But I can't remember.
The
100%.
Dream. Yeah,
Sorry.
I remember.
I
think
can
it's
never
the
tell
Dream,
which
yeah.
one's which.
That's on Fridays at
Yep.
7?
It's at, I think it's at 8 EST.
8 EST. Okay.
I want to say it's 8 EST.
Usually Spectra would be here as creator of Archives of the Dragon, but not this evening. So, and I completely forgot to prepare my thing. So, okay, so Changeling is 8 Eastern, and every other Monday at 7 is Mass Effect. I'm going to let everybody go through and do your promotion, your shout outs, whichever you would like. We're going to start with our guest this evening. So Silly Penguin Queen, if you would like to do any shout outs or promotions for yourself, go ahead.
I don't have anything to promote for myself. I'll just shout out to all the other servers and all the other shows that are going on. Wicked, there's a new werewolf game. There's all sorts of fun stuff going on, and also your stuff too. So,
yay! And I will let my players do their rotation because they've got that set up.
Hi, I'm a podcaster. I have a podcast called Chocolate Chips for Dinner, and it is available literally everywhere because that's how podcasts work, apparently. It's just me and a friend being goofy, and we review things. So if you want a podcast that's just a couple of people bullshitting about nothing, check it out. Otherwise, you can catch me on Twitter, and the links that'll be in the chat, which is probably over here if I'm doing my fingers correct direction. So yeah.
I'm Coyote Lewis over here on Twitch, and I play copious amounts of video games. Currently, a lot of Fallout 76 and Final Fantasy 14, all the online MMOs. And yeah, that's what I'm working on currently.
I am Mickey Bear on Mickey Bear 327 on Twitch, or on Twitter, I mean, and you can check all the handles in whichever direction the chat is in. And I also play Sam Grant in Windy City After Dark, which airs Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern. And a huge shout out to our guest player. She did amazing, and that was a stressful moment for Lexi. He does not like dealing with Nosferatu because they scare him.
Good. Good.
And huge shout out to my fellow players. Thank you for allowing me that. It's not necessarily an exit, y'all. It's just, yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's all I got. There's a bunch of stuff over on McStabber Studios, the stuff that goes up on YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and punch that notification bell so that you can get notified whenever stuff comes up on YouTube.
And I'm Lanhee. You can follow me on Twitch as Lanhee. And sometime soon, we don't have a date yet. We did our test run of it yesterday. I will be on Raven Realm. We'll be doing a podcast, and I will be playing Flutter Echo, the Air Genasi druid. So look forward to that. So
Go follow everybody. And
I'm Rain. You can find me on Twitter at Rohtia1, ROHTIA1, where you'll find all my links for my crafting shop. You've probably noticed I was knitting. I knit, crochet, cross stitch. I am also in a new season 4 of Call of Cthulhu Tuesdays, a Call of Cthulhu game over on Somati Games. We play every other Tuesday. We just played, so 2 weeks from now at 10:30 Eastern.
Awesome. We will drop a link for that in chat as well. And just confirming, we will drop links for everybody in chat. And before we leave you, I am Unconscious Celestial on pretty much every platform. And I just wanted to do a quick shout out for Juniper and Eve. They are an awesome undergarment company, LGBT inclusive as well as size inclusive. So go give them a check out. Links are in chat as well. And again, thank you to Archives of the Dragon for letting us play the game on here. And go check us out on YouTube because all of the back episodes are there as well. Next episode is our season finale. And I'm excited. There's going to be a lot of shit that's happening apparently. So that'll be something that you need to come watch. And then in a couple of months' time, we're going to be doing a charity game, a murder mystery that is featured, that will be hosted in Donovan's freaking haven with all of the freaking twists and turns and weird rooms and everything. So stay tuned for that and information on that as well. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Good night.